with question A and going on to question B of question 3. So as we were then using the diagram of the calculator to work out solutions to the equations, well, next one is sine x equals 1. Well, where does sine x equals 1? Right there and right there. Now I can see straight away that we have a value of 90 degrees, and it also peaks at, well, it goes beyond 360, so I'm not going to worry about that, and also minus 270. So these are the two solutions we have and no more than that. And when sine x equals minus 1, we have a dip there and another dip or trough there. So we have minus 90 degrees here and we have 270 degrees there. Alright? No need to use the calculator on that one because we know the answers to that, don't we? Now when it comes to part B, it's exactly the same as part A, but they've given us the angle straight away. Use the graph to find out which angles between minus 360 and 360 have the same sine value as 4520. So it's 6 separate questions, so I'm probably have to draw 6 separate little grids, aren't I? Alright then, so be it. Let's just do it then. So 45 degrees, let's try ourselves one of these as is usual. So try and get a couple on each page. So there's our grid, like that. So what we've got then, we're trying to find all the angles that equal 45, or rather have the same sine as 45. Well, the sine is positive there and there, therefore the first solution in the second quadrant would be this one. In other words, 180, take away the 45. So first solution, 135 degrees. Next one, if I'm working black, hopefully it will stand out, is to come all the way around to here, and that will be 180 plus this 45 here. Let's write it in. 180 plus the 45 is going to give us 225, but of course that's going to be negative because we've come clockwise. I keep saying this. So there it is, 225 is the other solution. Now the last solution is going anti-clockwise all the way around here and stop. We've now hit the 45 degree line, so essentially we're going to go 360, take away the 45, which is negative 315 degrees. So it's minus 315 degrees, and the calculation's also minus bracket 360 minus 45, minus 315. So we can write in these answers if I can remember them. So we've got 45, 135, 315, and what's the other one because I've forgotten it, 225, but that's negative, isn't it? So 315 is negative, 315 is negative, and minus 225 I think it was. If this thing would respond, I'd be ever so happy. Right, now let's just work with 80 degrees. Same thing, we get a nice little grid arrangement here coming up. Work in this section here. 80 degrees, bit of a chunky affair, doesn't really matter. So we're going to call this 80 degrees right here. Doesn't look anything like it, but never mind. So 80 degrees, we want a positive value there and there. So the first one in the second quadrant will be 180 take away 80, and that's 100 degrees. So there's two solutions there that was given to us. Then we'll work in black to get the clockwise solutions. So it's that one there is going to be 180 take away plus that 80 on top. So we've got 180 plus 80 is going to make 260, but it's negative. Just check that. 90, 80, 180 plus 80, 260. So it's going to be minus 260. And the last solution will be this one, all the way around to here and back to there to match the 80 degree line. So we've got the negative answer of 360, take off that 80, and that's going to be, I don't know what, something, 240, 280, should do it quickly. So 360 minus the 80, yeah, 280. So it's negative 280. Let's just write the solutions in. So we got 80, 100, so let's put in 100 here in blue. What else we got? We've got minus 260 and minus 280. So minus 260 and we've got minus 280. Now we're going to work with 20 degrees. Hopefully you can fit down here ever so nicely. Working with 20 is nice. It's a nice skinny little slice. I mean, it's visually pleasing as well, so it looks right. That looks less than 20, never mind. Right, here's the question. 20 degrees there, positive solution in first quadrant and second quadrant. Therefore, second solution is that one, which is going to be 180 take away the 20, which is 160 degrees. The clockwise solutions, that one, which is 180 plus the 20, because we've overshot the 180 line, which is that one, and that's of course going to be a negative answer, hence negative 200 degrees. And the last one all the way around and stop there just on the 20 line, so we got the negative answer to 360 minus the 20, therefore we're looking at minus 340 degrees. Alright, and so it's just writing these solutions there. So we've got 20, we've got 160, then what we got, and we got minus 200, and what's the last one? Minus 340. Now we're going to play with 60s. Let's get a fresh page on that one. So playing with 60s is fine. Do that. Hasn't got to be accurate. Just an excuse for putting in all the different angles and seeing what's going on. So 60, solution there and a solution there. 180, take away this 60 here. This is the calculation. Gives us positive 120 degrees. Now the other solution is going clockwise, here to here. We've got 180 plus the 60, like that. Gives us 240 degrees, but of course the answer is negative. And the last one goes from 0 all the way round to here. So it's 360. Take away the extra 60 there. So the answer is going to be minus 300, because again we're going clockwise, aren't we? 4 solutions, 60 was given to us. Let's write them in. So we've got 60, we've got 120 degrees, we've got minus 240 and minus 300. And minus 300. I think that's alright, let's check again. Minus 240, 180 plus 60 is 240, and 360 take away the 60 is 300, hence minus 300. I'm happy with that. And what's the next one? We're playing now with 225s. Oh, great fun. This is going to be more difficult, I'm sure. So what's 180 plus take away 225? Or rather 225 take away 180, and we've overshot by 45 degrees. Ah, okay then, that makes life interesting. Let's work down here. So 225, just set up basic grid like that. 225 is going to look like this, all the way around and stop, and that's 225 degrees. So we've got a positive solution there, and 2 negative solutions here for the sign. So we're looking for answers in this quadrant and that quadrant. Please note it's based on 45 degrees. Alright, so 180 plus 45 is 225. That's the angle 225. That is not a solution, it's the question. Now we've got to match all the others that fit that. So where else is sine negative? Well, it's negative here, isn't it, in the fourth quadrant? Essentially, we're going to go all the way around here as follows. And therefore we're looking at 360 take away 45, and that gives us a positive value of 315 degrees. So that's this one here. Now therefore we must go clockwise to match the same solutions, and clockwise I'm going to use black. Here we go, clockwise, so it's minus 45 degrees, is it not? From here to here, that matches the 315, and the next one's going to be from here to here, and we're looking at essentially 180 degrees, take away that 45, and of course the answer will be negative, so you're looking at minus 135 degrees. So these are the solutions I've got. I've got minus 45, I've got minus 135, I've got 315. So these are the 3 solutions. Bang, bang, bang. They all match 225. Just write it in then quickly. I've forgotten them. Just do it again quickly. What have we got here? We've got minus 45 and 315. Just write it in before I forget. So 315 positive solution. We've got minus 45, and what else we got? Minus 135 as well. There you go, 4 solutions. Now you work with 315 degrees. Let's start a separate. Actually, no, we can work up the top, can't we, here? 315. Well, 360 take away 315 gives us 45 degrees, I think. So we're based on 45s again. So this here is going to be all the way around there. Is going to be 45 degrees, take away 360. So we've got 360 minus 45 is going to give us, if that was the question, 315. So wait a minute, just think again. So 360 take away 315. So let's just make sure I got it right. 360 take away 315 gives me 45. So I'm based on 45s. So there I go. The first solution is going to be positive, positive, negative, negative. So that's going to be my 315, which is not a solution. It's just it's just the first answer, which is a solution, yes, but it's done for us. Now let's match this 315. Where else am I going to be negative? Just here then. So I'm going to go round and stop. In other words, if I'm based on 45 degree angles, I'll go 180 plus 45, which will give me positive 225 degrees. So first solution, 225 degrees. Now, how am I going to do this next one? How am I going to match the 315 answer? I need to go minus 45, don't I? So in order to match this line here, start in this position here in 0 degrees and go anti-clockwise, minus 45 degrees. And to match this position here, I'm going to go like that, and that's going to be, let's think very carefully about this, that's going to be 180, take away the 45, that's going to be a negative answer, that's going to be minus 135. I'll just pause there and reflect. So we'll write these in then. So we've got 225 is the original, I believe. Yep, we'll have it now. So 225. Yeah, what I established was that the 315 gives us a base angle of, well, I call it the base angle. This is the basic angle on which we're sort of working out all the other angles. So 45. So it's not really a solution, but it's how my brain's working. So 225 is the first solution we've got. And the next one's going to be, where's it gone? 225 minus 135, and the other one was minus 45. So exactly the same solutions to this line anyway, look. Alright, so incidentally, look, 225 gave us these 3 solutions, and 315 was one of those solutions. There it is. Therefore, the other 4 solutions must match. So it makes perfect sense. So that's right, and that's question 3 done. It's quite long. You'd never get all that in an exam, but there's plenty to practice there. You're going to have to watch this video several times slowly. So I'll pause now and then get back to you on the other bits and pieces, and that'll be the end of the assess.